I would argue this is way funnier than a dance.
This is the content I would go to TikTok for. Like, seeing that would make my day.
Today, we're gonna see if you are more familiar with alt TikTok or straight TikTok by showing you some audios from both sides and then seeing which one you're more familiar with.
This is literally my thing. I'm excited. This is making me, serotonin levels are high.
So have you heard about straight or alt TikTok?
I have no idea what that is.
According to Urban Dictionary, alt TikTok is defined as TikTok, but you get famous for being funny and not for your looks, whereas straight TikTok is described as dances, POVs, and more, which are mainly done by the stereotypically attractive TikTokers.
And there's too many of those.
So after each TikTok, we're gonna see if you've heard it before, and then we'll let you know which side it's associated with. And if you know the audio, you'll get a point for each side it's a part of.
I feel like I'll know some for sure.
Bring it on! I'm so excited.
Okay. I've seen this one.
She's so good. I've watched this video on repeat. Oh, that was kind of... I don't know how I feel about people doing that.
I have seen that trend. I think it's just like inspires nothing. No joy, no anger, no fear, despair.
I love that video. Me trying, and it just looks disgusting, but she nails it.
So are you familiar with this audio or trend?
Yeah.
I've seen this one.
Yeah, I have. It's straight TikTok. I don't think I've ever used it and seen it in a alt way.
That was a popular straight TikTok trend where people just walked really slow and were trying to do slow-mo.
Damn, people trying to live in a movie scene or what?
Basically, as they say on TikTok, they're trying to be like the main character.
How do I get away with posting something that's like me, that I know I look freaking bomb, but I'm not trying to tell people, look at me, I look bomb, but at the same time I can post it and look bomb.
Cough, cough, that is almost entirely straight TikTok.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what it feels like.
Don't flinch challenge, go!
I already flinched.
Okay.
It's so pure.
Okay.
Just kids. Where's that one girl? Her! Doesn't flinch.
They're not straight or alt TikTok. They're their own TikTok.
I love these kids. They're just living life.
They're just living in their own world. Like, I've seen them. I haven't, some of my friends are obsessed with them because they're just so different.
So you are familiar with that audio?
I am.
I've seen this video. I just don't really get it as much, but they're cool.
No.
I haven't. Not once. That's why I have a feeling that it's definitely alternative. It just really felt like something they put together themselves.
I haven't seen that. I've done it a couple times with a few friends, but I haven't seen it before.
So that is actually a pretty popular family on TikTok known as SM6 because they have a band together. That is a part of alt TikTok.
It seems simple. Like, you know the honk is coming and like you're like, oh, I can do that. That's so simple. I wouldn't flinch, but then you actually do it. And then you actually flinch.
I can't escape this now unless you show me.
Oh, I've heard this one too. Chilling with my homies.
Chilling with my homies. I love that one. It's so funny. Like, I have my own like vocab now. Like, I have my own dictionary that no one gets besides people that are TikTok, you know?
Had you heard that audio before?
I've heard the chicken wing and I've heard the song, but I'd never heard them spliced together like that. That was very interesting.
I haven't seen this one.
I need to go on TikTok more.
She's a straight TikTok creator though.
She is, but she was able to get into the alt side with that song, kind of tricking you thinking it was just a straight TikTok.
She played mind games.
So that is a point for alt TikTok right there.
Ding, 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 ding. Yay.
Made her get down on the bottom and she tied me.
Pull up extra icing. I'm not playing hockey.
Josh Richards, so fine, but like weird.
Icing, I'm not playing hockey. Think I'm weird and they don't really like.
What are they even doing? I have heard this audio though.
Hello, what did I just see? Oh my god.
Oh, it's an interesting dance move they did together. That's definitely straight TikTok if I've ever seen it in my life.
I heard the song voiceover with Lil Uzi, but I haven't seen that dance.
You're getting another point for straight TikTok.
Yeah, like I watch those for fun.
100%. That's like the straightest you could get.
I will say, because you know the audio, that's another point for straight TikTok.
Okay, now, that's my favorite artist. That Lil Uzi.
Yeah, that's Lil Uzi.
Have you heard that audio before? Okay, so that was part of straight TikTok.
I figured with those boys. Figured.
Your boyfriend is a lame here, square here, shape. I do not work at a bakery, but I do want cake.
I've seen this one. I haven't seen it lately, but I've seen it like a couple weeks ago. I would see it often, but I haven't seen it lately.
This is sad. Like, what am I doing with my time?
Oh, I have heard this. I only heard it a couple times though.
So that is another straight TikTok song with a popular dance trend.
Yes, I know that one. Familiar with that one. I'm gonna guess it's on the straight.
Fortunately, like I'm on that side a lot because like I love learning the dances because they're fun to learn, but like that side is so boring and basic, but I'm still on that side.
I think that was alt though, because I've never heard that audio.
So that one was straight.
No, I haven't heard any of these. I feel so not involved in this world. I find it interesting how all of like the straight TikToks are the ones where it's just like attractive people dancing. It's just like, but then the other ones are like actually funny or like get you more like to laugh.
I love this audio. And frogs! I was a girl in the village doing alright. Then I became a princess overnight. I love that.
I was a girl in the
Frog is so slimy.
Then I became a princess overnight. Now I gotta figure out.
That's so cute.
So much to learn and see.
That's so cute.
That's a video I can respect, you know? This is the content I would go to TikTok for. Like, seeing that would make my day.
There's a frog TikTok, there's department store TikTok, there's beans, like it's crazy.
Have you heard that audio?
No. After this, I'm gonna spend like 2 hours on TikTok just to look for these.
So have you heard that audio before?
I haven't, not one time.
Okay, so that is from a show called Sophia the First, and it is a part of alt TikTok. It's just a very popular song that they use a lot.
That's definitely an alt, because there was no dancing, you know, there was nobody going for the looks.
You're familiar with that
Yes,
audio?
Sophia the First, yes.
Well, that is a point for alt TikTok.
Really? Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that will be another alt TikTok point.
I didn't know that was from Sophia the First, and I didn't grow up with Sophia the First, so I didn't know the words to the song until I watched it on TikTok like a million times. But now I love that song.
I already know, it's straight TikTok, straight TikTok.
I don't like this guy. Or these two. They scare me.
I see it. No. Yes. I was it this audio? But I've seen that. Was this, and they like start dancing? Was it always to that audio?
The beat is fun. Like it's fun to like a little, you know. It's also like upsetting. It's like, why do I know that? Like, like I know everything about it, which is what is upsetting part.
So have you heard that audio before?
I haven't. I actually like that song though. Boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
So
Unfortunately, again.
That's another straight TikTok point.
I think I've seen it, yeah. Not too much, but I've seen it a couple times.
I've seen that. For sure.
I am going to give you a point for straight TikTok. Are you familiar with that audio?
Yes. See, I think, you know, like if you spend enough time on TikTok, you're just gonna like get it.
What the heck is this?
Yep, I've heard this. I would argue this is way funnier than a dance.
I got chills watching that. And with that video along with that, I feel like I've just awakened, or I'm enlightened now. Like, I can see it all.
That's funny. You don't understand it is what makes it funny, I think.
So had you heard that audio before or no?
I actually have a lot of times, and not only just through TikTok, but through Instagram too.
Unfortunately, no. I've never heard of that.
So I think you get another alt TikTok point there.
Visually entertaining. You have to speculate what's going on.
Can confidently say I have not seen that or heard it at all. If there were different versions, maybe I would like it, but I didn't like that version. I didn't enjoy it. I would have just a little weird. I would have swiped past it.
So after looking at that, you knew all these audios. So I say you are pretty diverse in your TikTok genres.
I expected myself to know a lot of TikTok audios. If I'm going on the app, like I'm gonna have that guy popping up saying like, hey, Go to bed.
I am on TikTok a lot. I would be upset if I watch all this TikTok and didn't know my TikTok.
So finally, there are many different subcategories on TikTok. There's some about frogs, some about animes, beans, moms, more. So what categories of TikToks do you like to watch?
Number 1 would be the frogs. Like, you know, I didn't know how much I liked frog videos until I seen that one.
I really like to watch like how-to TikToks because I'm old school YouTube, so I'm like missing that.
I prefer the ones that are original, where you are talking, where you're one character and then you switch to the other character.
The cooking ones. Where they're like, I just found this out yesterday and you just make this.
Like relatable ones that only girls get and guys don't get. It's so funny to just like see the comment section. Like the comment section makes my day, like for those kind of videos.
Thanks for watching this episode of React.
If you want to see more, swipe up and subscribe.
Goodbye. See you next time.
Hey everybody, Lauren Producer here at FBE. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. What is your favorite side of TikTok? Let us know in the comments and maybe we'll cover it next time. Bye everyone.